I did it. Hello.
You need it closer to you.
Alright, now it's working.
Now it's up?
Hello.
Okay. Alright.
Ángel la ciencia.
Oh, airplane modes. Everybody.
Daddy, you especially. Put your phone in airplane mode.
If money's a calling, money's a calling. You're like...
Here we go. Pasta Pita 6. Today we got special guests.
We have the entire Abdin family from Syria.
Representing.
We're missing 2, but almost.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. No.
We have. Oh, you're gonna have to.
Oh, we got I don't know his first name, but Mr. Abdin. He runs a lot of businesses. He's Hassan Abdin. He's a pretty smart guy. You know, what Donald Trump wishes he could be.
And then we have my sister Daniela.
That's me.
She's a Socratic teacher.
I'm a guide.
A Socratic guide for children to learn and grow.
And Jordan thinks
she gets
I
paid
teach.
in Greek dollars.
And that's not a multi-level marketing scam.
I'll come back for that.
All right, so today we're gonna go over a very strange guy that we happen to go to high school with. Let's start with one time my dad was picking me up from school.
No, you have to let him tell the story. It's his favorite story.
Tell us that story.
So I'm picking up Adam from school. I'm waiting outside because he's playing basketball, and this kid is also waiting for his mom to pick him up. And there was also this, I think, a classmate. She was waiting with him, also to be picked up, and he's like, okay, you know what? You are not an ugly girl. But you are not a beautiful girl. But you're okay. You're an okay girl. And when I was looking the other way when I heard that. I'm like, turn around. Who could say that? And see this
He
kid
could have
that-
been gay, or that was the most honest critique for a heterosexual.
And then what did the girl say?
And she's like, oh, thank you very much. But she had already gone into depression, I can tell.
It's like saying, you're average, thanks.
It's like almost saying, you're like average or below, maybe.
That reminds me of the PowerPoint. Daddy, what'd you think of the PowerPoint girl?
Which one?
The presentation.
Oh.
She did a PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah.
Oh,
Definitely either retarded or...
Daddy!
I'm sorry, you're asking me. I say it the way it is.
yeah, she was Mormon. That's also like just a clear-cut sign of like being retarded.
Yeah.
And a black Republican.
Oh,
It's
gross.
pretty stupid.
Well, you know, I mean, I've met Mormon people, really smart Mormons.
Oh yeah, like they make a lot of money. Like they're a lot of them are really good at business and shit.
Yeah.
Like Mitt Romney.
He's Mormon?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did not
they're
know
one of the richest. Like I think in the United
Religious
States collectively, they're richer than Jewish people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are they?
But there's so few of them. That's the thing.
The building is city between.
In Utah?
No, they bought a huge land that extends, I don't know exactly, like from Orlando to Daytona.
Oh.
And it's being developed. They're going to build.
It's owned by the Mormon Church.
Yes.
Yeah, they all have all the money in
Yeah,
there.
like you're talking about the size of Broward County.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
They got it like that.
Well, back to Chad. So his mom.
No names.
Oh shit! All right, we can cut it out.
Yo, if this particular person did something bad, though, we would really want to use their name.
All right. Anyways, his mom used to make him wear a helmet, like walking around the house or whatever, because she was like worried that he's gonna hit his head. And he told us that
Where are his parents from?
Brazil.
Brazil and Paraguay.
Yeah. His dad is Lebanese.
Oh, Lebanese.
His dad a multi-millionaire.
No names, but we're giving all the specifics.
His social security number.
Only last 4, please.
His dad happens to own like the biggest mall on the border between Paraguay and Brazil.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody knows who he is now.
Well,
I didn't know this about him.
Anyway.
so he tells us like, oh yeah, when I was in my house, I was chasing my sister before we take a shower together naked. We're like, what the fuck is wrong with this kid?
His little sister?
Oh.
Yeah, his younger sister.
I just knew him before as the kid that broke the door to the library at the school. Like he walked into it and the door just went off all the hinges, just walking straight
Through the glass.
Because he's used to wearing the helmet.
That's what his head's capable of doing. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
So when we were like still in high school, I guess his dad gets him like a Range Rover and an apartment and stuff. So he invites us over, and we go there. He's like, "Oh yeah, like I got this TV, whatever. We should have a party, whatever." But then this other kid, Ricky, told us like, "Oh no, you shouldn't go back there." We're like, "Why?" He's like, "Oh, I sat on the couch to like watch a movie with him, and he started like rubbing my leg, and he was like trying to jerk me off."
Okay.
So
Yeah, like you don't just let someone make it to that spot. Like you have to be like, whoa, what do I do? Yeah. Oh no.
Okay.
So we're like, all right, we're not gonna
So
hang out.
concerned.
We're like, okay, we're not hanging out with this guy anymore. And then he tells David, oh shit. He tells this other kid. Who tells this other
DQ.
kid?
And you're gonna be sued.
We can edit. He tells this other kid, like, oh, I fell in love with the librarian's daughter when she let me stay in her house. But the daughter was like 12.
Oh, right, because his parents didn't live in the country, right?
Yeah, you did.
His mom did, but she threw him out of the house. So he was like homeless.
So he's staying with the librarian.
Homeless, but they bought him a apartment
This was
in a
before-
range.
This was before the Range Rover.
The dad
Okay.
lives here too.
Oh.
Wait, we're getting to that.
Okay.
So he's like, oh yeah, we used to kiss and stuff at night. I was
And how
like,
old was the girl?
12. So I told the guy he told it to, I was like, yo, like, do you think it's a good idea to tell the mom? Or he was like, I don't know. Well, so then a few months later, it turns out he got arrested for child pornography. Enter, my dad happens to know details for some reason.
This just
And
came
that's-
up
and I
at
came
lunch.
to hear these details. Yeah, as soon as he called me.
No, well, I don't know a lot of details, but a guy happened to. I just found out he was a friend of his dad from Paraguay. When the guy lived in Paraguay, and so the dad calls him and says, "Oh, my son got arrested, so he went and bailed him out."
And what did Chad tell the guy?
Well, he told him that he was watching some movies with some friends and that they put something there, and he got in trouble because he was there.
They planted.
Yo, my thing is, what justice system sets bond for a fucking child pornography case?
Yeah.
Oh,
That shit makes no sense. Like, they had a bond set for him. I mean,
you get a bond for anything in this country. It's all connections.
unless you're
You can do
black, no
anything.
bond then.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so what happened with the mom?
Oh yeah, this is. Okay.
Well, I found out that the dad years ago came with the mom from Brazil and all of them, and they lived here for a few years. But the mom, since she was in Brazil, she was obsessed with voodoo. Yeah.
Standard.
And then?
Yeah, so she came here, so she found her voodoo connections here. And she started doing some voodoo on him.
On her
I got
husband.
the best connection for
What do you
coke. I
think?
got the best
What do you
connection
think
for
they
voodoo.
Yeah, so like of course the dad didn't believe in this, but you know, but
You don't have to
Like-
believe in that.
Yeah, but she like started doing all this weird stuff. She about, oh, I mean, you know, someone who starts doing that, you already know that she was crazy. So besides being crazy, she started doing all this stuff on him, and he was like leaving the house for a few days, coming back, like trying to stay away from her because he was already scared for his safety, for his, you know, like she could put something that kills him, or because they use a lot of strange stuff.
Like dead chicken.
Yeah, and he was like chicken bones and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, you know, I understand he talked to her for a few times, begged her, please stop this stuff, and
Please stop the voodoo.
please stop voodoo me.
I was thinking, like, some people, they grab chicken bones and they make broth. Others just shout at it.
Yeah, so finally, you know, he was scared. You know, he was worried for his safety, for his life. He was miserable. He was.
So he got out and left the kids.
Yeah, he
Say, fuck those kids, I could make more.
no, she wouldn't let him take. No, she wouldn't let him take the kids.
I hate my family. Let me get a new one.
No, she's like, okay, I'm not going to Brazil because in Brazil,
It's like bad.
in cases of divorce, in Brazil, women get like nothing. Unlike
that's
other
nice.
countries.
Oh,
Brazil is really, I understand, is really bad for that.
you mean
So-
really good?
Yeah. I mean, I gotta get married in Brazil. So I won't take
Yeah,
any
go
money
find
from
you
the
some
bride.
voodoo woman there.
Okay, and what happened with Edward?
Oh, Edouard, he died.
Oh, okay, but tell us the story. You can't just say he died.
Well, but the
Yeah, the whole
but
story.
the
right?
garlic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is Tia Alex is still asking about him?
Jordan doesn't know who any of these people are. You have to tell the whole story.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is a guy, and
He was like
Syrian-
after my aunt.
yeah, he's this guy was a little. I want to say, if he would have living today, he would be close to 70, and she's like what 50? It's like
She's 10 years younger than you.
yeah. So he's like 20 years. He was 20 years older than her, and as soon as he saw her,
Wait, where is he from?
he's from Syria.
How was
Bobby's
he?
Syrian.
How was he when he saw her?
How old was he?
No, how? What did he do?
He's like went in love immediately. So, anyways, so this guy, his story is because he used to work for me, and he calls me from Syria. I want to go there. Do you have a job for me? Because he had worked for me before. Yeah, okay. Come over. So he gets here, help me find a place to rent. So at that time there was no internet, none of that stuff. So I go on. I think it was Craigslist or on the newspaper or something. So we find this Colombian lady who lived in Tamarack. So I called her, I talked to her. Yeah, she said, okay, I have a room with a separate entrance, but he can still use the kitchen. Okay. She said, I don't know, does he do heavy cooking? Yes. And he said, no heavy cooking, just a little bit, Okay, fine. So she rents to him. Edouard would close the store like around midnight. He goes home, 12:30, 1 o'clock, he starts cooking. Like a month later, the lady calls me, please, I have a problem. What's the problem? She says, you should see he buys garlic by like the 5 pound. I said, okay, and then what happened?
He's Italian and
She says, well, people cook food with garlic, he cooks garlic with food. How is that? She says, I'm not exaggerating. I mean, like, he would have this much garlic and like a piece of meat and maybe like one potato. I don't know how he could taste the rest of the food when he's eating all that garlic. So anyways,
So it made the house smell like garlic or what?
she says, we're sleeping and we start. I feel like I'm in a garlic field when I'm sleeping. My kids the same thing because it goes through the air conditioner.
Oh no.
So I talked to him and he said, okay, no problem. I'll cook less garlic. So anyways, like about, I think the agreement was for 6 months. So at 6 months, she told him, that's it. I don't want you here no more. So he leaves. So I remember I helped him. I called some other number. I used to do it for him because he didn't know how to do it. So we find.
Did he speak English?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he was kind of weird. He didn't want to like go talk to people. So anyway, we find this guy who was renting a room in his house. So this guy signed a 1-year contract. So he goes there. Sure enough, a month later, the guy, oh my God, I have a problem. What's the problem? I'm waking up at night, same story. I'm like in the garlic country or something. So I'm talking to the guy. He says, if he wants to leave, I'll give him his deposit back, no problem. So
Is this place available? Because I feel like I could take it.
or he would promise that he's not gonna cook with garlic anymore. He's allowed to. He's just a little bit of garlic, just like normal people.
Least terms.
No.
Can you imagine like you have to have a camera?
Yeah. So just
I
like
saw more than 2 minutes.
just like normal people. Just
Just cook garlic like normal.
normal amount of garlic. That's fine. Even if he cooks like Italians cook, a little bit more garlic. That's fine. But not like he cooks. Okay. So he's like, okay, no more garlic. Oh my God, the guy's happy. 2 weeks later, the guy calls me. He says, what am I gonna do? I said, what happened? Is he using garlic? He says, no, he's not using garlic. So what's the problem? He says, now, every time he cooks like 5 pounds of onion. I'm like, I said, okay, well, I asked him, Edouard, what happened? He says, he didn't want garlic. That's it, I eliminated garlic. He's like, I mean, either you eat with garlic or you eat with onion. He can pick his choice. So anyways, this guy, when Edouard finished his 1-year lease, he told him like a month before, he said, you have to leave. He says, oh, could we renew? He says, don't even think about it. Even if you pay me double the rent. That's it. I have had enough garlic and onion for the rest of my life. I'm not going to taste any of them anymore.
Oh my God.
And then he goes to Syria, and then he died in the civil war because his house got destroyed. Yeah, and he was already older and takes medicine. It's hard to find his medicines, I guess, and his house got destroyed. So his wife, her family had a house in the mountain.
His wife.
Remember Mesht al-Hulu, where we stayed in that hotel up in the
We're
mountain?
adding up, you know.
Wait, he had a wife? I thought he wanted Tia Alex.
And so,
Oh!
Let's not speak ill of the dead here.
so the wife's family, they told her you could come with your 2 children, but he's not welcome.
No garlic, no onion.
He didn't.
Damn. And they let him die?
He died. No medicine. No place to stay.
You can kill him.
Yeah, with that cold weather, he died.
I can't even laugh. That's
It
so
wasn't
sad.
us, we just did it.
Just let him be. Let nature take its course.
His brother-in-law told his sister, he said, he's not coming here.
That's like the city.
Huh?
Homeless people, like, oh, we can't do anything about it.
Yeah, but he wasn't used to, I guess, being on the street. No medicine, cold, no, I don't know.
No, I'm not saying he should have figured it out. I'm saying her family is as heartless as
I
politicians.
know.
What happened with when you brought your wife and you got her citizenship way earlier than your friend?
You know, the guy that was also trying at the same time to bring his wife.
But it took like way longer.
I don't remember the story.
Yeah, he is. Don't incriminate him. Yeah.
I used
Selective amnesia.
I used Second Amendment.
Fifth.
Like, here's a gun. Yeah.
Wait, you forgot? You don't want to tell that one.
No, I forgot. Completely forgot.
Whose son was trying to bring his wife?
But
You
you
guys
brought
used
your
the
wife
same
way earlier
attorney.
because they didn't listen to you.
Oh.
Tell us that. What happened?
Oh, the dad, he used a different attorney, paid
Wait.
four times as much as
Can
I
we
did.
set the scene? This guy's how old?
Yeah, set up the whole thing.
30 something.
Yeah, early 30s.
His dad's very wealthy, and he completely lets him just take care of everything. Like, the man has not had to worry about shit his whole life, and he just works for his dad. And now he's like, Dad, I want to get married. And so they find him someone in Syria,
That is the type of life I want.
and so now he's trying to bring her over. At the same time, my dad got married, and he's trying to bring his wife over. And then what?
Wait, you found one attorney.
Yeah, my wife came in less than a year, little less than a year since we filed.
I remember.
It was like almost a year.
And you told them to use your.
Yeah, the dad's like,
Is this the Donald Trump system, like mail order?
no, it was Obama. so the dad pays another good attorney.
That was a good attorney.
Anyways, it took what, like
What makes a good attorney? Jewish?
2 years.
And then you get a phone call, right?
From the kid. Hamo.
Fifth Amendment.
Made the fifth.
Oh man. All right.
I invoked the fifth. That's it.
Okay.
Tell them about when I was in middle school and you wouldn't let me go to concerts by myself, so you would take me.
Yo, you shouldn't be going to someone in middle school shouldn't be at a concert on that. They should be with an adult. Yo, that is true.
Thank you.
How is that outrageous? Yo.
I mean, that's fine. I got to go, but tell them about your experience at the concert.
Yeah.
I mean, did he take you dressed like this and then he was like, all right, go
The
there?
exact same outfit.
No. I would just, as my I didn't stay. I came back because I didn't like it.
I didn't know that.
you were free.
What concert was it?
Like, alternative.
With Gida and no names. You have to cut that out.
Oh, she was at a concert. Big deal.
Like, all-time low and that whole vibe. Nothing to share.
Huh? Oh, sorry. I got this hand.
Those are good sounds on the mic.
Cut all that.
Music.
All right. Any other story you want to tell us? Any other story you want to tell us before we go?
Something about your uncle.
Uncle
Oh,
Max,
Max?
Uncle Rocco.
Can we say it?
Max is not.
The casino boat.
Oh. I used to work for him, so
Your uncle.
one night,
What was this? Like the 80s?
yeah,
And
late 80s, yeah,
And he had a lot of money or what?
like 86 or 87. No, not, yeah, 86 or 87. Yeah, he had a lot of money. So he goes on a boat, gambling boat, and 6 o'clock in the morning he's coming like all nervous and all that. Oh, I want you to take like $40,000. Take this $40,000 check.
In 86.
Yeah, $40,000
It's
check.
like 75 today.
Yeah, and go please down to Fort Lauderdale, where the cruises leave, and his name of the guy, well, you give him $40,000 check. So what happened? So these people are the mob people, and I lost 40,000. They let me gamble even though I didn't have the money. I said okay, and they told me that it has to be paid today. Oh my God, I told him, how stupid could you be? It's okay, I'll make the money back. Yeah, I said, okay, and you lose it again, which he always did, always. Oh my God, yeah. He wasted his life gambling.
Oh, that was it?
I mean, that's what he did.
I thought they hung him over the boat.
Oh, yeah.
Don't skip the best part.
Huh?
Don't
No.
skip the best part.
It already happened. Statute of limitations. You don't gotta plead the fifth.
He's dead. It's
Oh, he's
fine.
dead. No, here's a good story with him. So I go with him, we left work in Miami, going back. He was married, and he had this girlfriend who was crazy.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so, I'm gonna stop see her. I thought I'm not going in. I'm not going in. Oh, just 10 minutes. I said, okay.
And you guys were close in age, right?
Yeah, of
Just,
course.
what,
We
like
grew
5
up
years
together.
older than you?
Yeah. So I told him I'm not going in. Oh, 10 minutes. I said, whether it's 10 minutes or half an hour, even an hour, I'd rather wait in the car because she was, oh my God.
Where was she from?
Here, US.
Oh.
So he goes in, and I'm sitting in the car. I told him, I always just have something to read. So I told him, I don't care. Stay an hour, I don't care. I'm reading. And maybe like half an hour later, she came out screaming, oh, please come and help me. Oh, I jump out of the car, and Max coming out of the house walking. He's all blood. I mean, his face.
Is he wearing clothes?
Yeah, he was all bloody. What happened? So put him in the car. We took him to the clinic, and they,
Stitched.
it wasn't that bad, a few stitches. What happened? I asked him later. Oh no, because he was married. She knows that, and he was supporting her basically, her and her daughter. So he pays the rent, he pays all the expenses, her daughter. So that day she asked him for more money, so he get upset. He's like, oh, what do you think? Every time I'm gonna come here, you're gonna try to milk me? So she cursed him out, and he said something else, and he said she had, I don't know, this thing that they used to
A roller?
to roll like
The bread.
the dough, and she grabbed it, boom, on his head.
Oh shit.
Damn.
And when we went to the clinic, he said, on the way, he said, oh, if they ask you, I just hit myself against the door. I said, okay, you know what, they're gonna ask you, did anything happen to the door? Or you just got caught? They're gonna believe you. Everything about him was crazy. Everything.
It is so cringy. He would walk over and be like, oh, Daniela, come give me a hug and a kiss. I'm like,
The creepy uncle.
yeah.
Yeah. He was very funny. That's what I like. The only thing I liked about him, he was very funny. I mean, he would sit.
Oh, tell the prank call.
Oh, Uncle Max.
Yeah, I prank called him one time and my dad loved it.
I'm gonna ship you back to Afghanistan.
At his, like the guy was like so funny. He had so many funny stories at his funeral. Like everybody that was like actually his family, we were standing like way back while everybody's like crying by the thing. We were in the back just like laughing, telling stories about
Telling
it.
stories.
That's that's a good way to go out. People just remember you as a funny guy.
Yeah. He was. Oh my God. Everything about him was. Everything he's done. He used to do was bad. But he used to make me laugh all the time. I used to invite him like maybe once every couple of weeks for dinner. We used to stay at a restaurant for
Just to laugh.
3 hours. Yeah. Good for was good for stress relief. Not just with me, like people would be walking in, he would say things to them, like he looked funny.
Yeah, he's an ugly guy.
He very, very funny. His accent was so funny. His way of talking and he would just say things that no one else would say. Like one time I was sitting at that restaurant, Nato, and this guy walks in, and Max is like, "You want to see how I can guess things?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" And an older guy, he goes to him like just like this. "Excuse me," the guy's walking by the table. He says, "Yes." "Isn't your name Robert?" The guy looks at me and he's like, he's so confused, especially the way he asked. He says, "Yes." "Aren't you from Canada?" And the guy is like, "Yes." He was like, "Aren't you, 67 years old?" Guy's like, started looking. He says, "Yeah, that's close." He's like, "Do you come down here every year in the winter because it's cold in Canada?" And the guy is like, "Yeah, almost every year." And he said like a couple of more things, and after that, the guy like he liked him.
Oh God.
Yeah, and he was standing there for like a half an hour talking to him and everything, and then after the guy leaves, the guy gives him his phone number.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Wait, so how did he know all this stuff?
The white guy that walked into no dude.
Yeah, just like
How did he guess his name?
Yeah, we gotta start doing it. Just writing him Ted. Yeah.
maybe that wasn't his name. Maybe he was just trying to see what this guy
What's
wanted.
wrong with this guy?
Yeah. So he said yes, and then when he saw, he was so funny and he's like so crazy and so he enjoyed the conversation, just like we did with Richard. We don't know him. We stood there. He's talking for an hour, but no, Richard is he didn't say crazy stuff. This guy Max used to say all kind of crazy stuff.
In front of his wife, my dad is like, "I know in Dominican Republic you got a lot of girlfriends."
I know. And she laughs.
She's like, "No, he doesn't."
She's like, I got a lot of boyfriends here.
No, Richard's funny. Like, he's
How long has this been?
All right, thank you. We're pasta.
All right, thank you.
Ciao, ciao.
Oh, let's
Viva pasta, viva pita.
Ciao, ciao.
You have to edit that. Take all the names out.